Hey, everybody there, Tommy G.
MPJ.
Catching a flight. We just leaving Dallas now, heading out to Phoenix. We got tickets on ANA Polish Airlines,
Ooh.
777. Yeah. Heading out this afternoon, game tomorrow. And then, yeah, so we're on a 2-game road trip, just rolling out.
Yes, sir. We're going all the way across the country, starting out in LA, winding up in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, so I was hoping to be leaving town on better terms.
Me too. Yeah, that was a good game. It's one to see, but boy, that went talk about going from rags to riches, Tommy.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, we almost had the same thing happen two games back when we were out in San Jose. We ended up scoring a ton and ended up just barely beating them. It was a great
Yeah.
victory. Same situation. This time we came out of the short end.
Yeah, we did. There was a bit of a rule change that I was unaware of. Actually, I had no
Yeah.
idea about it. I had to look it up after the game. But yeah, we got bit in the pants by the rules.
Well, and I was aware of it as well, but I forgot. And then
Yeah.
and that's the extra. So at the beginning of the season, the rule change is in place, and they asked us, me, if do you want to do there's going to be an extra batter added in extra innings, and would you like to do it right away, the second or the third or whatever? I thought, well, let's do second extra inning. That way, the first extra inning is just regular. By the time you get to the second one, it's like, okay, now they want someone to score and win. You know.
Right, right, yeah,
So
um, yeah. But I found out it's called they call it the designated runner rule or the ghost runner rule. Like I say, I had never heard of it, so I had been out of baseball a little bit, but I guess it came into the league around the time of the pandemic and everything as a way of trying to speed the games up, you know.
yeah,
But it was weird because Rip Dingers it hits the fly ball, it gets caught, 1 out, and you're thinking, okay, cool, we'll go on to the next inning. But unbeknownst to us, I thought it was Rip Dingers. I thought Rip Dingers had rounded second, was going heading for home. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I
I was
didn't
calling it, and it's an inside the park home run, and I'm like, that doesn't seem
and I didn't remember. So I guess the runner was standing at second, right? Like before the pitch was
yeah,
thrown. We could have seen it, but I didn't see it.
yeah,
So yeah, they
yeah,
got
and again, because without knowing that the rule was in place, he didn't even really think about it.
right, and
You
that's what I
know?
was trying to think. Yeah, like you said, we're trying to pay close attention to who's where and stuff like that. Make sure you know where the play is and all that.
Right,
Nobody got on, so I wasn't thinking about it. I mean, we won't forget now. But yeah, we made
right.
that catch a little more
Yeah,
running.
I mean that's a mistake you make once.
Yeah, and in all fairness, we started the bottom side with the runner at second, so we just got
Right,
him thrown
exactly.
out.
Yeah.
But
We
I
didn't do nearly as well with ours as they did with theirs.
no, yeah, and that's sort of the problem is defensively. I mean, what we scored 11 runs, scored 11 runs, we lost the game.
Well, the worst part is we went up 8-0.
Yeah,
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 but
that was yeah. When it started. I'm just like, I thought, okay, maybe we are playing it at too easy a difficulty. We're just
yeah.
crushing these. I feel bad. Maybe they'll get a few runs and it'll be kind of a contest, and then they what, like 9 unanswered runs or something.
Yeah, yeah, like you said, we went up 8-0. I know, what's her name? The relief pitcher, she gave up 6 runs in the 6th inning, which basically put them right back in the game.
Yeah,
And then, like you said, it was kind of a dogfight coming down to the end, and they wind up getting the winning run in the top of the 11th. So
yeah. Danny Uppers.
it was a heartbreaker. Yeah, Dana Yuppers, exactly. She had 2 good outings, but and we were talking. She was the talk of the town, and wow, she's very undervalued. And then, like I say, she had a bad 6th inning, and again with the what happened to our starting pitcher going down and having to go to the bullpen early. We don't have a lot of fully rested relief pitchers, so it wasn't a
Yeah.
whole lot to go to. So Yeah, it was just a I think it was the culmination and the coming together of a lot of bad situations at one time.
Yeah, yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
Fort Worth out there. uh, yeah, so yeah, I mean it.
I could see my house from here.
Yeah, there it is. Hey, my door's open. No,
You
Um,
know, I told that kid to cut the grass before I left, and
um, yeah, so I mean, and again though, it's kind of a situation where we have a really, really, really bad inning all the time. We
yeah.
can't see, we can feel it coming, and we just can't stop it. We need some more defense.
Yeah, we do. Well, again, I don't know if it's defense so much as it's just the pitching. I mean,
Yeah,
they're putting the ball. A lot of times, I think they're putting the ball where they ain't. Basically, so it's a lot of times our fielders are trying. Well, again, you could say speed. We've talked about that before. We don't have a lot of speed on this team, so maybe if we did have some fielders with some more speed, there would be some more plays made. But it's always one of those things where when the pitching's on, it's untouchable. But when it's
yeah,
off, you can't throw anything past anybody. You know what I mean? And you get into situations like that too. And like I say, then you got fielders running around trying to catch the ball from behind, which is never a good thing. you know?
right, right. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, let's see. So I'm bringing up right now. I'm bringing up our team. So this is kind of who we got in the overall ranking. But the overall is really
Yeah.
not the best one to show. Let's go with this one. This is their power, connectivity, speed. I think you were saying before, like our fastest player is Corbin Huerta at 67 speed.
Yeah. Yeah, we only have two players in the 60s. Spray Bellamy at 63. You mentioned Yurta at 67 and Kid Paul at 61. Everybody else is. I mean, look at that underneath Kid Paul. Repo
Well,
Reeves 32, Tobias Glover 7.
most of those
That's
guys
those
are
pitchers.
pitchers,
Yeah,
yeah, so we're
now
not too worried about that. But
but they should be fast. No.
yeah, yeah, but like out, let's see, John Couture, well, first base. I'm thinking Hector. Okay, Hector Clemens, second base. Marcus Murillo, second. Okay, Ian Spray Bellamy. When you're at Spray Bellamy, let's see, Swindle
Third
Heath,
base.
Lancaster. Those guys are on the outfield. Huerta, Kid Paul, and that's. I mean, I think I don't know. So fielding, they're all pretty good fielders. So they have fair arms. Everybody's pretty good. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Right. Difficult to say. I guess I would put my money more towards the pitching staff, especially that bullpen. We know, if we said before, if we had to rate it, it would probably be at least like a C, maybe a C minus.
Yeah.
Those the bullpen pitchers do not have a lot of high ratings. So
Yeah.
just like we did in Arizona, bring in a couple of pitchers, help to bring that bullpen's overall rating up to a B or something, like we talked about. Again, how great would it have been to bring in a shutdown, lockdown, closing pitcher, in that
Yeah.
last game, and just be able to, just somebody that you knew was bankable.
Yeah.
We just don't have anybody. Gutierrez, he's had a couple of good outings. He's also had a couple of really bad outings.
Yeah. Got
So
crazy junk. He's got a
yeah,
99 junk.
right.
And they don't. I mean,
But
they
he's
don't.
only a 19 accuracy, so it's
Yeah.
it's like the highs and the lows. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They're not bad. They're not really
No.
really good either. I mean, yeah.
Right.
Well, so we probably want to look at some people like that. I mean, let's see if I go. These are some people on the list. I don't know if these small images work that well. Maybe I'll make this one bigger, bring it up bigger. Let's see here. This is this one right here. Just gotta get a second here working on my laptop, folks. There we go. This is who's on the free agency list, although can't tell from this who's a pitcher and who's not. I guess I have to look at the next one to see what that is. Let's see, just a second here. Okay, here we go. Fade this. Hello? Did it change? Oh yeah, this shows. Okay, center fielder, right fielder, shortstop. There's no pitchers on this first list.
Uh, Jada
Oh,
tested, and that our RP is a relief pitcher, right?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Although he seems to be the only pitcher there.
On the top, I think I had this sorted by speed. I think that's how I
Oh,
had it
okay.
sorted. So yeah, actually, if I go back, hold on a second. If I go back to this last picture I just did, which was this one. Okay, and fade. Yeah. Yeah, this is speed going down. So, I mean, anybody on this first page would be an improvement. There's a Bruce Yuppers, another Yuppers in there. But I don't have on this page. I don't have everybody on one page what they actually play. You know. Well, I guess if I go, let's see. So if it's 90, the 90s, the top three are 90s, 80s all the way down to Kellon Porteco or whatever that is. Can I go back quick enough to see what this one is here? Sorry, I'm working on these. Okay, and then fade. Porteco, everybody up. So you're looking at like a center fielder, right fielder, relief. Well, you got some outfielders there.
Yeah.
Center field, right fielder.
The youngest, 22, would be Fleet Keller.
He's
a left fielder. We've already got 2 left fielders.
Yeah, I think if we considered anything, it might be right field.
We got Adeline Manning. She's a primary position center field, but her secondary position is first base or outfield.
True.
Left-handed batter. She's an A ranked.
Here I could see what she is for salary. Now she's 2.8 over her ass. I mean she's overvalued. 13.4. Pick her up for 11. We could star her. Should we star Adeline Manning, you think?
Sure. Keep an eye on her. Try to pick her up, and when she drops down to the 11s, if she's still on the board.
All right. Yeah, she's asking. Oh no, wait. She's asking 16.2. Her fair value. Her fair value is 13.4. Yeah. Whereas Lancelot Freeman's going for 9, his fair is 6.7. Well, yeah, but we would want somebody. I mean, there's a couple A-ranked players, but there's a couple of shortstops. We don't need a shortstop.
Yeah.
These are of the fastest ones, and you'd want to get someone with speed. So, the B-ranked players got Jade Testa, Solomon Sandoval, Douglas Leon. Those are center fielders or right fielders. Solomon Sandoval.
All Peck. He's a B- though.
Yeah. We'll go back to
a couple of good shortstops up there. Ariel McGriddle.
Yeah.
And Penny Clay.
These are center fielders. So this is Wait, oops, I want to go back here again. Properties. Check one more file. That was the third.
Penny Clay. She's only 19 years old.
Kid.
She's a rookie. She's an A-ranked rookie with a 97 power, 76 connectivity, 66 speed, 79 fielder with a 36 arm.
Wow. What does she play? She's a what? A shortstop?
Yeah, but I think she also plays. What else does she play?
Oh, let's see.
Third base, I think. Third base outfield. So
let me go down. Try this again here. I didn't.
Shortstop, third baseman. Yeah. But 19-year-old bats left, throws right.
Yeah, but our shortstop is Noah McLean, and our third baseman's Swindle Heath.
Spray
Bellamy.
Swindle Heath.
Yeah, and he's really good too. I don't know. Oh shoot, I don't know if we need. That's tough.
I hear you, and I like Noah McLean.
Yeah,
I do. but he's no A-ranked player,
No. All right.
and he's done very well.
Drinks are coming out. We'll catch you in a few minutes on the way down to LA.
Yes, sir.
All right. And that's what we look like from the ground. Overhead as we're making our descent into the Los Angeles area.
Did you see me? I was waving.
It seemed like a shorter flight.
It did. I thought it was going to be longer. I was going to try and catch up on my book.
What are you gonna do? So Pete and I called games out here for the Overdogs years back when we were in Santa Monica. I like Swagger Center.
I do too. To be honest with you, I don't have a favorite park, and I've liked all of them.
Yeah.
There really isn't one park that I did, that I'm like, I don't really like that one.
Yeah.
They're all fun to visit.
Some I'm not so excited about. Like I'm not a huge fan of like Sakura Hills. But some I do get excited about, like Swagger Center. I think is a fun place to play. I like playing Applefield. I mean, I guess I like playing a lot of places. Red Rock was a great place to.
Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, it was good being there for a good long time. But you were saying you're not a big fan of Bengata either.
Yeah, I guess I like Colonial Plaza down in San Diego, but we're not going to be there this year unless we see them in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, let's hope. Let's hope.
Yeah.
I'd like to go get back there. What is? I can't think of the. What's that? It's not.
The Moon
which
Stars.
one had the?
Oh, what?
Which one had the mountain in the back? I keep wanting to say Shaka Sports Store, but that's not. They got the lava. That's not.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But there's one that's got the Chinese gardens.
the
and
Japanese gardens. That's Sakura Hills.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Oh, okay. All right.
I like the one that has the grass. Do you know that one?
That was all the grass in the infield. That one's nice.
It's a nice one.
I like the corral too. I think the corral's a good place to play.
Me too.
19.
Yeah.
Although I wish we were. So yeah, as it turns out, this season, we got one win there. We're 1-2 at the corral.
Yeah. We have not been very good at home, that's for sure.
Yeah, we just won the opener. I think barely. And then we won one on the road. We lost 2, and then so we're undefeated on the road. So maybe that's working to our benefit here in LA.
Let's hope. Like I say, I am hoping that we may have to limp through another game. This game here against the who is it? The
Blowfish.
Blowfish. The Blowfish. That's it.
Yeah.
We may have to limp, but then I'm hoping the game against the Freebooters will get our bullpen back fully rested, and we can get back to kind of dealing the way we want to or should be.
Yeah, and that was sort of I mean, so I don't know what to expect from the Blowfish other than the fact that they make the playoffs every year, and I think they're first place in their division right now, aren't they?
I believe you said that, but I also believe they're in first place with a -1 run differential.
Oh wow.
Which means they've been outscored by their opponents.
Yeah. I guess that's true. I can't recall. Shoot. What did we have? Hold on a second here. I was looking for something. No, that's our team. Who we start? We starred. What's her face? Was this one? I'm looking for something. Nah, I can't find it. I keep finding pictures. I thought I found a picture of who we starred. The 2 pitchers.
Yeah.
I forget it.
I don't have it.
No. So we got 2. Well, and that's kind of what we're talking about. We had there's Palm Springs down there, off the left wing. So we're getting close. We go through the I forget what the name of this pass is here.
Is that a winery down there?
There's wineries down there, but those are mostly that's like a wind farm. But anyway, me and Matt flew in there actually. Not in real life, but in Flight Simulator. Anyway, um, but what was I gonna say? Doggone it. Something.
Something about the pitchers we started.
Yeah. So we start a closer, and then we
Yeah.
start another starter slash reliever, and I think so. The closer again, we're kind of trying to figure out Twist Gutierrez. I was hoping to give him a little more play time, but I don't know. I mean, we've played what, 5 games?
I believe the last game we played was our sixth.
Or 6 game. We got a 38 game season. 6 times what is 38? 6 times 3 is 18. That times 2 is 36. So we're about a sixth, between the sixth and the seventh away, or just under. You know what I'm saying? We got about 5 times as many more games. I don't know when the best time is to. I didn't want to make moves on anybody too soon. I didn't want to do
Right.
too many too soon. But
Yeah.
but I'm not against doing them. I mean, we had a bunch of upgrades that I guess we'll cover in the pregame tomorrow.
Yeah.
Some player development stuff.
Yeah, and we got everybody's motivated to play. We did want to give Twist like we were saying he's pitching about 500 right now, so he's
Yeah.
got like 2 good outings and 2 bad outings. So we thought we'd give him another outing just to see where he kind of comes down on it. We do have the closing pitcher we have starred is an A ranked closing pitcher. She should be a shutdown closer. Um, should be money in the bank, which would be nice. But like I say, if we can do it with Twist Gutierrez, if he's gonna look good again, and maybe we do that. The starting relief pitcher, I don't know. I'm kind of she's good too. Don't get me wrong. I'm
Yeah.
not. She's. I don't know if was she A ranked as well.
I think she was. I think the reason we looked at her, I mean, our our fourth string starter
Starter.
is a D plus rank.
Yeah.
So it I mean, hate to just cast somebody off, but when he comes in, it's I think the best you're hoping for is that not a letdown, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but you never know. I want to give him a chance. We've only played him once. He got hit in the face in the first pitch.
I was gonna say he threw 1 pitch. Yeah, it'd be hard to cut a guy after throwing 1 pitch.
So I don't know
Now
what.
watch, he'll come out the next time, throw 1 pitch and get hit again. And you're like, okay, we got to get rid of him now. He's a liability.
Well, yeah. Well, when we start, what's her face? I think it was one of those situations where we'd seen before in Phoenix, where all of a sudden you got a pitcher out, and now everyone else has to come in, and they're
Yeah.
tired all the time, and you got a bunch of tired
Yeah.
pitchers, and you're going through 4 a game,
Right.
and there's never anybody who's like fully rested, ready to go. So I think we started her thinking, well, if we're in one of those situations, she's a starter and a reliever. I like.
Right.
I've always we never had those before. I think I've always wanted a starter slash reliever. We got 2 of them now,
Yeah.
and with the possibility of a third. That's crazy flexibility, but
Yeah.
but I don't know if we're there yet. I'd like to see. I don't even remember his name. Do you know his name?
Bowers, right?
Oh yeah, Donnie Bowers. No, it's not Donnie Bowers. No, because here I'll bring our. I do have. I have our thing up here. Is it image 4? Let's see what pops up when I do image 4. Fade.
Free agents.
That's not them. All right, let's turn that off. Let's see image 3. Let's try it. Oops, let's try image 3. Jeff Benson.
These are your vacation photos.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeff Benson is a 47 accuracy, 32 junk. Not bad, not bad. He just throws the ball light. Got a 4-finger, 2-finger curveball and a slider.
He does have a nice repertoire. He's got 4 pitches to throw, but like you say, that velocity being at like 12.
Yeah, they just tee him up, won't they?
Yeah, and then and again, you're like, oh, maybe he can get by if his junk and his accuracy are, and they think they're below average.
Yeah.
Right, 32 and 47. So even his accuracy, which is his best attribute, is below 50%. So
Yeah.
You never know. You never know. You can't say, but and like you say, poor guy hasn't even hasn't even been able to get an out yet. He
Yeah,
hasn't been
yeah,
able to get anybody out yet. He's only thrown one pitch. So I'd like to see him start a game. I'd like to see what we can do with him. If I mean, if like I said, if he gets rocked, then immediately after the game, you put the pink slip in his locker.
yeah.
Let him find his own way home.
Well, this is going to be game 7 then, and
Yeah.
then so this is going to be our second. So then we'll have, I forget who plays. Someone else will play in Fort Lauderdale, and then we come home. I believe it's that game after that he'll play in.
Okay. So the game at home then?
Yeah, our next home game.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because we go from
Well, that'll
here.
be nice for him.
Yeah, yeah. I hope nice for us. Yeah, because we're
Yeah.
still in a position now where we're playing 500 again, right? We're
Yeah.
3-3. So
Yeah.
at least I was saying to you before, after the last game, we haven't had a losing record yet, to our credit.
Yeah.
We've never been behind, but we've had a winning record. We've been 500 a couple times. So this is
Okay.
going to be tough. It's going to be tough to break out against the Blowfish.
Yeah.
These guys are good.
They are good. Like you say, they are in first place. I think they're more of a defensive team. Probably have pretty good pitching.
Yeah,
Because like we said, they are in first place, even though they have a -1 differential. So you got to figure they probably keep you up. The base paths and their pitching probably hard to hit. That's the one thing about the Ramblers. They're contact specialists. So
yeah.
and we've seen it. We've seen them rack up the hits and
Oh
get the
man.
pitchers and stuff. And
Yeah, we got
so
crazy hits. We got really good offense,
yeah, yeah.
but
Which is another reason why you're kind of hesitant about pulling the trigger because, I mean, right now they show signs that they could, they really could get things going. It just like Tom said, it's one inning where things kind of fall apart and they give up the lead, they give up the game, they give up, and so what do we need to do to lock that down? We're doing development, player development, so we're hoping that will kind of help out, but uh, yeah, right now it seems like there's a lack of there's a general lack of bullpen and a general lack of speed. We cannot run out of double play situations.
yeah, yeah, and yeah,
That's the other thing that kills us is we'll get somebody on first base and you want to steal to get out of that double play, but they can't. We haven't. I don't think we've stolen a base yet this year. Maybe
yeah,
one base,
yeah.
but
No, I don't
we
think we
can't.
have. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
something that we weren't used to seeing. We were we've become accustomed to seeing more stolen bases, at least a 50-50.
yeah,
We nobody's we don't have the speed for stealing, which really changes your
yeah,
your options a lot. And then we also, I think we're more accustomed to seeing players dive and make grabs and catches and stop those hot grounders from leaving the infield.
yeah,
We see a lot
yeah.
of
And
those go in.
it's kind of hit or miss. I mean, sometimes they dive and sometimes they don't. and
Right.
I don't know what determines which one they'll do, but that
Yeah.
drives you a little nutty at times too. It's like, did you dive for that one, but you didn't dive for this one? I don't understand.
Yeah. 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 I mean, part of it's just learning how to play with that new style, with that new team. Not,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it is it is a bit much, like you say, to not have anyone who can go, and that's surprising, man. I know we don't have the fastest guys, but we're middle of the board. Don't the middle of the board players steal a base on occasion, or not?
I guess. But
Uh,
a lot goes into it. You got to get a good jump.
yeah.
Got to make sure that you got to make sure the pitcher doesn't have a really strong arm, but
Yeah.
it's supposed to happen. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Which I guess is why initially we are thinking of, for speed, getting more speed. We
Yeah,
could develop players, which is
hopefully,
which
yeah,
is nice because, like you said, that it does give them a morale boost as well. But then
Right.
also, I don't think we're not talking about revamping the entire team either. I think, this season we may move one or two people, you know.
Right. Yeah, we're not looking to completely tear down and rebuild, but we are like I said, we're trying to assess where do we see the biggest needs,
Yeah,
and pitch, the bullpen, speed on the base paths. Those are where we're seeing the biggest needs right now.
yeah,
And so, yeah, what can we do to pick up one, maybe two players to kind of help ourselves? Like I said, maybe one pitcher and then one speedster.
yeah, yeah. It would be kind of odd for a team to go a whole season and not make any changes to the roster. So
Yeah.
we're not going to be. And again, so then the question again becomes, well, what do we need the most that we don't have? Again, I'm a little worried about that. I want to see that fourth string starter go, but having a D plus player on the team, I don't know if that's, especially as a starting pitcher. It's not like he's second base or something. You're gonna need. He's gonna be
Right.
out there for 6 innings on a good day.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a lot of pitches. That's a lot of opportunities for the other team.
Well, that's
Uh,
the other thing I'd like to see too, is I'd like to see the pitch counts come down where our pitchers are out there kind of throwing
yeah,
their arms out almost every game. So if we could start getting that pitch count down a little bit too,
yeah,
that would be good. But
yeah.
I
And
hear you. I hear you.
someone who could steal. And I guess if you're looking at the roster, as far as people who, I mean, I know we talked Twist Gutierrez is a one possibility. Um, although he does have that crazy bend on the ball. If he were able to throw a little more accurate, that'd be something. Um, but other than that, I don't know if it was a right fielders. I think, who do we have in right field?
Repo Reeves, I believe.
Rico Reeves. Somebody back him up? Got the
I don't
list.
know.
Got a list someplace.
I gotta I gotta get a list too.
Well, this doesn't have their
Okay.
positions, does it? Oh yeah, it does.
Those are
Wait. Oh,
free
this is
agent.
free agents. I gotta get this thing off here. Hold on a second. Let's get the right. I keep bringing that up for crying out loud. Who are our players? Here we
Told you
go.
not to mess with that Cortana thing.
I know. I didn't. Before we left, I didn't even bring anything related to the blowfish either. So yeah. So Jeff Benson. Who else is in right field? For right field, we just have. I guess it's Repo Reeves, but Eli Lancaster can also. I guess that was it. Repo Reeves is our only real right fielder, full on.
Yeah, our dedicated right fielder. Yeah, Swindle Heath can play right field
Yeah.
if he needs to.
But Repo Reeves is a B minus.
So you move him over to right field, but Kaylee Lancaster can also play outfield,
Yeah. But
or Kid Paul. So we do have somebody who we have a couple guys that can
yeah.
substitute in there.
And Repo's
Where's Repo?
he's good contact hitter. Or no, I'm sorry, yeah. A good contact hitter. He's got fair power. He's good at fielding. He's got a real good arm.
But he's a 32 speed.
Yeah.
You couldn't steal a base for you if you wanted him to.
Yeah, that's kind of, I guess that's why I was sort of thinking that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's the thing too, is you think that, you get into those late inning situations, you're like, well, we'll bring in a pinch runner. We don't have anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody you would bring in off of the bench, it's pretty much the same. It's a 50-50 shot. It's just as much as leaving the original person in. So
Yeah, and I don't
we
know.
don't do a lot of
Yeah, that's
we
right.
don't
Because
do a lot of substituting, because for what?
yeah,
I mean,
I think we had that opportunity too. In a game, we did make some subs. We brought in a pinch runner, and I think it was
after our pinch hitter, who was a pitcher,
pitcher. Yeah.
we pinch hit with a pitcher.
Yeah.
And
Then
he barely got to first base, and then we got a pinch runner for him. But
yeah. Well, yeah. And then I think the pinch runner was only because he was slow. So it was the pinch runner
right,
wasn't a super fast guy. It was just moderate speed.
yeah, I think it was Tobias Glover who did the pinch hit, and like you say, he barely got to first base because he has no speed.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
got who did we go with? thought it was Clement. Was it Clement? The first baseman?
Hector Clemens?
Yeah, I think we're going to crash into some buildings here. I hope not.
No,
Is
but
that what's
actually,
happening right now?
um, I think we're going around. Yeah, we're going around.
Oh,
Okay.
they, they waved us off?
Yeah. All right. Better
There
safe than
goes
sorry, I guess.
engines are.
Yeah, that's a go around. I don't know. Were we too close to that Southwest flight over there?
Oh, maybe. Yeah,
Uh, what a nice sunset. Gonna get some seafood out
it
where we're
is. Sure.
here. I got. Well, we're just gonna keep the gear down, I guess. Maybe it's this Polish airline.
Yeah, they're going to back it in. They're going to back it in.
Just don't land on those. Yeah, there's LAX. And we're gonna take a loop around. All right, I guess there's a couple of minutes to talk about. So it was our. Well, anyway, we knew what we were talking about. I don't know what other images to bring up here at this point. Uh,
Yeah.
but let's see. Was it this one? This is our third. Oop, there's a little stutter. Fade this. Oops, I didn't.
I got
fade
lock
this.
up.
Yeah, I had a little bit of that too. Okay, hold on here. So now if I do a fade, this is for the pictures. Jeff Benson, yeah. Oof.
Yep.
But
We
Twist
got
has,
four reliable Leland Bull, Danny Bowers. He's a starter though, right? Danny Yepers. Four reliable and Leland Bull are both starting pitcher, relief pitchers, right?
yeah. Twist is a B minus. We
Oh.
if he were able to work on his accuracy, I think Jeff Benson and Repo.
Did his overall come up?
I don't know. I wondered that same thing actually, because I don't remember him being a B minus. Do you?
I don't either. No, he was like a C plus maybe,
Yeah.
because we didn't have very many Bs in our
Yeah.
bullpen. We'd have to go back and look at the first game again. Look at the first game rundown.
Yeah.
I hope that's true, because I don't think that happened in the previous version where, if they have good outings, their stats would go up to meet. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
We talked about that many times. So I'm hoping that that's the case, that the more good outings they have, the more their level rises. That would be cool.
Yeah. Nice golf
It's the
course.
rise of AI,
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm gonna do some flying out here. I think. Did you see my last flying video?
I believe so.
I was doing landings and
With the with the AI voice and the
yeah,
well, if they were sitting in the
I got a
cockpit, you were in the passenger. Well, not passenger, but in the
the
co-pilot.
co-pilot. I have to do some programming on that though, but I think it works out okay because
Yeah, that was
there's
cool.
those. The problem is it's like an instructional. So their webpage has all those words, instructions, on it,
Right.
but it's like, well, who could read and fly at the same time? So I did that so it could be read to me
Right.
while I fly, and then I think I'm going to try that again with this next one.
Yeah, I think that was ingenious. I thought that was a great idea.
Oh, thank you very much. Came down okay, except for the sound.
Cool.
The sound in the background was awful quiet. Which in my headphones it was not. It was so I felt like I was talking loud because I couldn't hear myself. Looks like we're not going around this time.
Well, I got that Phasmophobia video up today.
I saw it.
And yeah, I think I have to turn my mic down because I'm over modulating. You guys, you were pretty hot too whenever we were close.
Yeah, I still don't know why on yours it sounds like everyone's in a closet. It's like you have the speaker in the bathroom with a microphone nearby, But
Because I got the closet filter on.
That's it. I was gonna turn off the closet filter. We got a couple minutes. We actually taxied to the gate here, so I think it's like 3 minutes. So
Yeah.
we could just say, and it must not, because you said on Discord you hear us normal, right?
I do, yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, our last baseball game, I'm trying to edit that up, and yeah, I could hear it again, and it was very tinny. But when we're playing and talking like this, I don't hear it at
Mhm.
all. It sounds fine,
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's
it's
got
got to be something in the recording process, something with the G-force recording the audio. But G-force doesn't give you a lot of
yeah.
ability to,
It's taking the
you know.
game it's taking the game input fine, it's taking your microphone fine. Uh it's taking the
Yeah.
voice off of Discord through something else. And that's maybe next time I'm over I'll take a look. I know I've said that before.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
let's
But then I
check.
never invite you over. So there.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Yes. Boy, I'd sure like to come over sometime. It was funny because I was talking when I was out with visiting Matt in LA and said, "You ever go sailing out here?" He's like, "No, not really." He's like, I know some people who sail. I said, "They never took you?" And he's like, "No." I said, I said "You gotta drop." You're like, "Well, I'd love to go sailing sometime. That'd be awesome." Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, wouldn't that be great? I wish. Yeah. Make it real uncomfortable. Oh, you got a sailboat?
Only
That's cool. That would be awesome. Oh man, I'd love to go sailing.
that would be,
It's pretty cool.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, it's pretty neat.
Well, good luck to
See you
you.
Monday.
Hey.
Yeah. uh, all right. Yeah. So I guess we got looks like a minute left, and then all right. So our next game here at Swagger Center, folks, watch that. It's gonna be tomorrow. As this airs? Um, us against the Blowfish. It's gonna be tough.
Yep. Yes, sir. And that's yeah. So we're gonna do our best, and we'll have to figure out where we stand. And like I say, at some point we may wind up having to pull the trigger on some of these things we keep talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think we got a couple people lined up. We'll just keep an eye on them when it gets to be, when it shows that they're pretty fairly marketed. We'll we'll talk about pulling the trigger.
Yes, sir.
All right, uh, I got 30 seconds.
Okay.
So visit Pete_J on YouTube and Pete J Play on Twitch.
Yes. Thank you very much, my friend. Yeah. On Thursday, we're going to have the first leg of a Euro Truck Simulator drive that we're going from Zenica to Ros, Bulgaria, I think it is.
All right, we'll see you then. Okay,
Bye.
bye.